Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel Abundant Love. Today I'm back with another new pick a card tarot reading. So today's topic is what is the full moon, the next full moon upcoming on February 4 or 5 depending on where you are located. What is that full moon activating for you, okay? As usual, I have three options. This Om symbol is for option 1 viewers. This pineapple fruit is for option 2 viewers, and this mini Buddha is for option 3 viewers. Now you can choose any one or more than one option based on what resonates very strongly with you. But once you have made your choice, you need not see the entire video. You can go to the video description or to the pinned comment. You will see there is a timestamp next to each option. For example, if you chose the mini Buddha or option 3, you can click on the timestamp next to option 3 and your reading will start from there. Now before I start, I'll say my usual prayer. You can use this time to make your choice. Dear gods, goddesses, angels, spirit guides, archangels, and all the positive light workers of the universe, please put me and the viewers of this video inside your protection bubble. Through this video, please help the viewers receive messages they need to hear, messages of love, courage, compassion, and positive dynamic action. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Lots and lots of love. Okay, we can get started now. I will put the other two options aside so that we can get started with option 1. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 1 viewers who chose this very auspicious Om symbol. Let us keep this aside. Yeah, I'll probably keep it like this. And now let us check what is this upcoming full moon on February 5th activating for you. Okay, from the Moonology deck today I'll start. So I'll take 2 cards from the Moonology deck. Thank you Divine. One more card please. What is it that my option 1 viewers need to know regarding the upcoming full moon? Thank you. Then from the Energy Oracle, we'll take 1 card. What is the energy that will be activated by this upcoming full moon for my dear option 1 viewers? Thank you, Divine. And from this deck, I think this is also some kind of Energy Oracle deck, the new one that I got as a gift from a very sweet and dear friend. We'll take 1 card from here as well. And finally, from our blessings deck, we'll see what is the one major blessing that you are receiving through this upcoming full moon. Thank you. Thank you, Divine. Okay, let us dive into your reading. Option 1 viewers. Okay, beautiful. Lots of things going on for you. So then, if you were feeling stuck in a work situation or like a problem in your health situation, maybe you were feeling stuck for something, okay? And I really want to show the blessing card first because the blessing you got is a blessing for support. Okay, so don't give up, because the first energy I felt like some of you are like really feeling dejected and stuck and almost like banging your head against the wall. You're feeling like as if there's nothing to help, even nobody would come for help even if you are banging your head against a wall. But there is help coming, okay? There is help on the way, and that is coming as a blessing. So for sure, whatever it is you are feeling stuck in, that is going to be removed. And I'm seeing both scenarios. Either it's like a very strong obstacle in your workplace or concerning your colleagues and all, or it can be like another strong situation that is coming through is maybe a health condition, or for some of you it's probably not an acute health condition, but like some kind of blockage that is affecting your health. Maybe the blockage is coming from, say, relationship issues or past trauma, and your conscious mind thinks that no, it's not important, but since it was not resolved before, it is creating like a blockage. And what this full moon is doing is releasing those blockages, okay? Because from the energy oracle that you got healer of the ages, which is wonderful. Whenever this card pops up, it usually means either of the two things. One, the obvious one, is tremendous healing is happening, okay? So things might feel very intense, especially emotionally, even in your 3D world. Sometimes it may feel like one day things are happening in your favor, the other day the same exact thing is going against you. That might happen, and these are, happening just to bring out all those suppressed emotions. These are intentionally been put as triggers so that all the suppressed varied emotions can come out, and you'll be surprised yourself. Like some of you will be surprised, like, what, this happened 25 years back, why am I suddenly feeling bad about this now? I thought I was done and dusted with all these emotions, but they might be silly emotions also. I'm saying silly because that's how our mind perceives some things. Like, I know it happens with me. Like maybe when I was like 8 years old, I really wanted somebody to share a chocolate with me, and that person didn't. And now like I'm 36, but suddenly I'll wake up in the night and I'll have like intense emotion, that exact emotion that I was feeling when I was 8 years. And sometimes I feel like laughing, but at the same time I feel that exact emotion of rejection, pain, that oh my god, why didn't she give me the chocolate, like that. So those things might come up, okay? And that is only because it was suppressed for a really long time, and probably the planetary alignment, or maybe you have the grace of ascended masters, uh, like some combination that has made this full moon period the right time for you to release the maximum amount of blockages possible. So tremendous healing. And for some of you, the second scenario is that you are really stepping into, you are ascending, you are stepping into your power, and your power is love, intense love, so much love that people get healed by just being your presence. It can be your words, it can be just your touch for 5 minutes, but in some of you I'm seeing this master healer awakening happening, okay, within you. So this is wonderful, but at the same time I'm saying you will need support, okay? Don't force yourself that no, I'll have to do all this alone. Ask for help, and definitely if help comes on its own, please do not reject that. Be grateful and accept that help, okay? There's nothing wrong. Then it is also period of reflection, okay? I really love this time, or this card, or this thought. Like whenever spirit guides give us time to reflect or contemplate, because it sounds very simple, but I think it's the most effective, in the sense that instead of another person like a tarot reader or an astrologer or anyone, instead of another person telling you, if you just sit with yourself and spend some time, you'll probably get the same answer, but it'll be more effective because it came from within you and it easily gets integrated. But whenever an external person will tell you something, suppose you're watching this reading right now it works on you very well, but after a day, after 5 days, do you even remember? But if you sit with yourself and something comes out like a strong message, it will stay with you, it will get integrated, with your inner self or higher self, whatever you want to call it, Okay, so it's extremely important that whatever you are going through in the next, I would say, 7 to 10 days, actually watch them with as much awareness as possible. Like, be really alert about every thought, every emotion, even every action. Okay, do not do anything unconsciously, because we tend to do, sometimes we're habituated to do something like keeping our keys. As soon as I enter my apartment, I'll keep my keys, so that I'm so habituated I don't even think. But my spiritual guide always says, like, his name is Mohanji, but so he always says, like, in every action, have that awareness, even if it's as simple as taking a bottle or putting it on a shelf, like that. Okay, because that way you will develop that habit of practicing awareness in everything you do, and then there's less and less chance of doing something and regretting it, because your mind is constantly present. So as soon as you're about to do something even remotely, that negative or not right for you, your mind will immediately tell you to pause, and then you can take a step back, rethink it, and do it again. So I'm sorry, guys, if I said all these and you're getting bored, but this is really important. Reflection and contemplation are really important, especially in your case around this time. I'm feeling this will give you the maximum clarity. Okay, so you have support, you have healing for you going on. Please, like, consider this as a blessing and use whatever free time you get for self reflection and contemplation. Then the good part. Okay, it is time to take action. So you may not get enough time for reflection, because maybe there's a lot of dynamic action that will be going on, and that's why it's even more important that you find some time, 5 to 10 minutes for yourself every day, where you just sit with yourself with your eyes closed. You don't have to listen to anything, you don't have to tell yourself to meditate. Whatever thoughts come up, you observe, you think, okay, what is the source of this thought, why is this coming up, like that. Okay, and then you go for the day, do what you have to do. Some of you I'm seeing have lots of responsibilities. Again, remember, you have the blessing for support. So if help comes, accept that help and keep moving, keep moving, keep moving with the healer of all ages. Also, I love this imagery because it reminds me of Lord Jesus. So it is like a very powerful presence. It might be like a very powerful ascended master or a goddess who is present with you, protecting you. So don't fear, just charge forward, okay, with extreme determination. Just move forward. Again, if it's a health issue, don't give up, don't feel frustrated, just keep going for the treatment options you have available. Okay, and if people want to help, let them help. Also spend some time whenever you are feeling, even for 15 minutes, if you are feeling a little better, do something positive. Do something positive means something that makes you feel even more lighter. And I have said in many readings before, in my experience, I have seen volunteering makes me feel tremendously lighter, no matter how sick I am. And it can be like something as simple as giving other people something to do who are more active than me, and probably they cannot, like, accumulate the money. So I'll probably call some people and say, oh, please donate for this cause, and then I'll transfer the money, and then eventually that person goes and does the service. But even seeing those photos makes me feel very happy, because I could be a small part of it. Okay, because really there's nothing more positive than seeing like somebody else has benefited for from your small contribution, be it your time, be it money, be it just your contacts or anything. Okay, then the best card I reserved for the last is a win-win outcome is forecast. So there is absolutely nothing to worry. Both ways you are winning. If you were worried, like, should I go here, should I go there, should I try this, try that, should I talk to this person or that person, your spirit guides don't care. They're like, we are making you win anyway. You just go through the healing, do the action, take the help. You are winning, my dear option 1 viewers. I'm so happy for you. You so deserve it. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me put these cards back before I move on to the next option. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 2 viewers who chose this very cute pineapple. Let us keep it down and let us now see what is this upcoming full moon on February 5 activating for you. So today I'm taking 2 cards from the Moonology Oracle deck first. I figured I haven't used it for a while, and yeah, no other reason. Dear Spirit, what is it that my option 2 viewers need to hear regarding the upcoming full moon? Oh, okay. Then from the Energy Oracle deck, we will see what is the energy surrounding this full moon for you guys. And then this is another kind of Energy Oracle deck, I think, that a very dear friend presented me during like a recent retreat I attended. I love this deck. Okay, and finally from the Blessings deck. Okay, let us see what is one major blessing that my dear option 2 viewers are receiving as a result of this full moon energy. Okay, I think I have all your cards, so let us dive into your reading. Oh wow, okay, so it looks like you are my deeply spiritual pie. Yeah, I don't know why you're being represented by pineapple. It's interesting. I have to look it up. So all your cards are showing that in this full moon you are going through tremendous relationship healing. Okay, and I was just telling a friend today, like this friend was asking me like how do you think the physical diseases heal? I said I don't know exact, but I can tell you in my case what happened. Like once I started asking for healing sessions for my physical disease, mostly all the things that came up were all relationship issues in this life, past lives, everywhere. Past lives, parallel lives, everywhere. Like relationships which I hadn't even thought about in the last 20 years. Okay, like something maybe happened in my childhood, and that was still coming up, and that was still coming up with a reason. Like not that somebody scolded me and I could not forget it. No, it was like it had roots and branches in some past lives and my ancestors and all. Like it was so interlinked, and everything of that was sitting in my solar plexus and sacral chakra. And finally, the energy there was so heavy that it started affecting the organs, and it manifested as a physical disease in those regions. So this is something I'm seeing for you. Like the whole point of seeing this is you have to release those trapped emotions, those suppressed emotions first. Otherwise, it'll keep coming back. You'll be stuck in a loop. Maybe it'll get diluted, Because very often, with the grace of a very powerful ascended master or somebody, of any awakened person, sometimes it gets diluted, but then it's ultimately you and nobody else who can eliminate it completely. How do you do that? By choosing to release every bit of those emotions that does not serve your growth anymore. Okay, so this is something that is being accelerated for you by this full moon energy. Now let us see your cards one by one. It's actually very deep, and I can see most of you guys are so sensitive. That is so beautiful. Okay, sensitivity is beautiful. I know sometimes society tells us that no, why do you have to be sensitive, just toughen up and all. It's beautiful to have a sensitive heart that can empathize, and that's why it's very important that you do rituals that protect you. You should definitely connect to a powerful master or a deity internally. I'm not saying just go to be in their physical presence all the time. Actually, the more important thing that I learned from my spiritual guide is you have to be in their internally connected to them, to their consciousness. Okay, that way the protection is even stronger. All the blockages get released faster, even without asking for any energy healing sessions. Over the 3 years that I've started connecting with my spiritual guide, whose name is Mohanji, I've realized, like, initially I had to, like, be in his presence and all to feel, otherwise I wouldn't feel anything. But now I feel his presence even more strongly, uh, even when I'm not around him, even when I'm miles and miles away from him. Okay, and that kind of acts like, like a secret superpower. Like, even if I'm feeling scared, I just have to close my eyes and remember him in my heart center, and then, like a surge of positive energy, I feel within me, and then I'll be like, okay, let me try it. And usually, when I tried, I realized that there was nothing to fear in the first place. It was my mind creating stories. Okay, for you it's really important, guys, because your first card says that it is time to release negativity. And I know when this card comes, because it's very frustrating, because for some people they're like, oh my god, I've been releasing this for the last 2 years, 5 years. When will this release end? And for other people, they're like, I don't even know if I have any negativity in me, my life is good and all that. In both cases, there must be some suppressed emotion that with your intellectual mind you are not aware of, but that is creating some blockages. So full moon is a great time to release. Okay, you can look up full moon rituals on YouTube, simple ones. Okay, where you light a candle, write something on a bay leaf, burn it, and release it in the universe, something like that. Okay, um, I used to do that before, off, like late after, like, I met Moji. It never really bothered me so much, so like I never had to. But you can try that out. Okay, but you yeah, just be prepared to release this whenever you are releasing a lot of emotions. It is entirely possible that you feel uncomfortable, you don't feel good, but remember that you are protected. There's no harm done. Not only you, uh, if it's a relationship issue, the person that you are having difficulty with, that person is also protected. Okay, and the next card kind of reaffirms that you and your loved ones are safe. Again, I think the first part of my life where I realized I am walking on a spiritual path, the first emotion that was coming up every day was tremendous anger. Like, I could not believe, like, how can I be a spiritual person if I have so much anger coming up, because they were suppressed. The moment I started, like, that cleansing thing, the shaking up caused those anger to come every day. And I was really worried because I was sharing honest feelings with everybody, with my near and dear ones. And usually, Like, at first I used to be worried, and at that time this card used to come up that you and your loved ones are safe. Don't worry, because I was like really scared that, unintentionally I would say something that would scar them, because I was so angry all the time. But I think it took time, but slowly things became stable. Okay, so same for you. If you feel like really emotional, extremely sad, extremely angry, extremely worried, extremely stressed out, and you are even more worried after that, that how is it affecting your family or your friends, your guides are coming and telling you that your loved ones are safe. It's a safe space for you to express. Most of you have probably suppressed even your throat chakra, like a lot of expressions at the throat are, suppressed as well. So please, express freely. Try your best to be calm, to be stable when you're expressing. But in order to release this negativity, if something need to be said, if some boundaries need to be established, please go ahead and do that. I understand it's not like a super comfortable thing to do, but it is necessary, and you are protected, and everyone is safe here. Nobody will get hurt. Okay, that is what your spirit guides want you to understand. Then you also have the energy of the temple path. Okay, so that's why I was saying you guys are probably on a spiritual journey where you are now going from, say, level n to level n plus 1. Okay, and that level is different for each one of you, but you are definitely very serious, like your soul is now craving for this connection, for this alignment of mind, body, and spirit. And that's why you're walking this path. If you have a specific spiritual practice, this is the time to amp it up. Okay, this is the time to be more consistent with your practice. So please do that. If you're connecting to any master, whether he's living or he has already expanded, please deepen your connection as best as you can by remembering the master always, or by reading about the master, whatever comes naturally to you, or doing the practice. Try to keep away from gossip, you know fighting, argument, things like that. Okay, you express what you have to, but whenever you see, okay, there's a fight coming up, you take a step back, you go to your safe space and focus inward. Okay, because it's really important. Like I said, you guys are really sensitive, so small things might make you feel very vulnerable and unstable. That's why you have to connect to that stable thing within you. Within you there's a powerhouse. Okay, and like I said, all your power comes from love. Okay, from loving people. Or maybe I didn't tell you guys, I was telling the previous option. But definitely, whoever walks the path of spirituality, at some point of time they understand, like, the maximum power, or that a person can have is like that ability to be love. Okay, where love is not an action, it is a state where you just flow. Okay, so that is actually a very beautiful upgrade happening for you. But as most of us know who have been on this path, spiritual upgrades are all about breaking your comfort zones, causing a new person to come out of, like, the old person, like shedding skin, something like that. Okay, you also got the Tree of Life from this deck, which is really interesting. This gives me like major ancestral karma vibes. Okay, because it's all a tree, it's just giving me that family tree vibes. So whatever you are releasing right now may be related to your ancestors as well, and that's why it's coming in so strongly at this point. Okay, because once you release it, it's not just you who is benefiting, it's like probably 7 generations before and after you in your lineage. So, and in all sides, like in your mother's side, father's side, I don't know, like, yeah, it's like a tremendous blockage removal that is happening. And that's why, like, this is really important. What you can do for the next, say, 11 days, you can just remember your ancestors, offer them some water and, non-violent food that does not have impression of cruelty, something like that to them, and just thank them for everything that they did. Because of them, you are experiencing this life right now at this moment at a certain physical location, right? It's not just your parents, it's their parents, then their parents, grandparents, great grandparents. Every decision that they took finally caused you to be here at this point of time, at this location, doing this certain thing, whatever it is, leading a certain way of life. Whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter, because we all have a mixed bag, okay? And our mind interprets it as good or bad. So I would say just offer them gratitude as much as you can, and in return, you will see that they are sending so much blessings that you naturally feel that you can release all the negativity that is stopping you from growing, and your forward movement towards this temple, or towards your inner temple, I would say the sanctuary inside your heart, the forward movement there gets accelerated. Okay. And finally, the major blessing that you are receiving is a blessing to heal a relationship. Let me know in the comments if you have received this card in the recent past, because I think in the last 3 months or so, I remember this card comes up in one or other of the options very frequently. So don't be like frustrated, like, oh yeah, every time this card comes, but why it's not getting healed completely? Because it's probably whatever you are going through, it's a product of many lifetimes. Okay, it's not just one dispute that you are resolving, even though it looks like that. So that's why probably it took a lot of time for some of you, but this full moon is really a good time to again release most of the, negative feelings that you have regarding this particular relationship. That does not mean that you encourage others to behave with you in a rude manner or a bad manner. You still stand your ground, you keep healthy boundaries, but at the same time, you don't allow any baggage on your heart. Okay, that's what forgiveness means. Literally, it does not mean that you allow a person to treat you badly. It just means you let the memories go. You do not carry the burden of unpleasant memories. Okay, so something like that is happening. uh, and in this case, I think there's a positive thing happening. That's what I'm picking up. Like, whatever you thought was unresolvable is slowly improving. Okay, like all the parties that are involved in this relationship, they're all seeing an improvement, even though, people are expressing their honest emotions. That's why this card also came out. It's still safe. Even if one person feels hurt, that, oh my god, she misunderstood me like this, but at the same time, that knowledge does not traumatize this person. Then this person works on it, and with awareness, the other person also releases it. So lots of release, lots of ancestral karma getting resolved, definitely a spiritual upgrade happening, and some relationships getting beautifully healed, so that all the people involved can come together and do something positive in their life, in their community, in the society, in the world in general. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear option 2 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can. I would greatly appreciate that. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'll see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me see. Okay, this card goes here. This goes here. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 3 viewers who chose this mini Buddha. Let us keep him aside and let us now see what are the energies that are being activated for you by this upcoming full moon on February 4th or 5th, or I think it's 5th or 6th, I don't know. Thank you, Divine. So today I'm taking the first two cards from the Moonology Oracle deck, okay? Thank you, Divine. Next, from the Energy Oracle deck, I'll take one card to see like what will be the energy that will be like dominant for you during this full moon phase. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine. Then from this another, I think, Quantum Energy Oracle deck or something like that. I keep forgetting the name, but some dear friend gifted it to me, and I'm very, very thankful for this. I love this deck. So let's see. Thank you, Divine. And finally, from the Blessings deck, we'll see what is one major blessing that you are receiving through this full moon energy. Thank you, Divine. Now that I have all your cards, let's dive into your reading, my dear option 3. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like this full moon is really important for releasing blockages and healing any physical issues, especially, or injuries that you may have. And because the same thing came up for, I think, the relationship thing came up for one of the options, the physical injury thing came up for another option, and for you it's like a mixture of both. Okay, but you have other interesting things as well. So let me show you. One thing is your hard work is paying off, which is great news, right? So maybe most of you, for some time, you were like, okay, I keep doing this thing, I keep toiling, I keep practicing, but I don't get as much as I think I should have. So finally, you will start with this full moon, you will start seeing profits, you will start seeing rewards, you will start seeing recognition, even if it's small, okay? And don't try to quantify it. It may come in a qualitative manner that suddenly, people just are starting to appreciate you. And maybe it will take a quantitative form, like maybe 3 months later, 6 months later. For each one of you it's different, but by this full moon you will already, like, the circle of positivity will be set in motion, in the sense that where people are recognizing that you have worked hard on this particular thing, whether it's your work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your health issue as well, that you have been patient or you have worked your best, to stay positive even with all your health issues and contribute as much as you can, and that people are taking notice of, and some of them are getting inspired also by the way you lead your life. Yeah, I'm feeling that very strongly. So you are getting appreciation, small gifts, sudden unexpected gifts, that you will suddenly find that, okay, I just needed this, and someone comes and gives it to you. That may also happen. So for each one of you it's different, but I'm saying, like, finally, the recognition is coming to you. Okay, then the good news is a new romantic cycle begins, okay, which looks like a very like a breath of fresh air that you badly needed. For most of you, I'm feeling you were just burnt out, or like you were just coming out of exhaustion, and that's why this fresh energy was so necessary, whether it's your workplace or your love life. It's and with the romantic cycle, I'm also getting some self-love vibes, that for some of you, you are like, finally you are realizing that the whole world is like a stage for your romance. You can romance anything, anywhere, anytime you want, okay? Even if it's like a tree, or even if it's like a beautiful scenery, you can just fall in love with that, feel drunk in love without taking actual substances. You can feel that. I'm sensing that for some of you, because you are spiritually evolving. Okay, for others of you, it may be like an actual relationship starting, or like, if you're with your partner, you were having some issues, if you guys were feeling stuck or bitter about each other, things are getting resolved, okay? Things are actually turning positive. Then you have third chakra, Archangel Shemuel. Okay, so it is your solar plexus for those of you who had diseases in your anywhere in your tummy. Okay, or the organs that are located in those region. And then like you will definitely see an improvement. Okay, for others of you, if there was no physical disease there, what you are gaining is confidence. Maybe you were suffering from self confidence issues, and with this full moon energy, you are gaining confidence, and that's why probably you are finally seeing the rewards, because now you believe that you deserve them. All this time in the past, you were working very hard, but you were leaving the rewards at the mercy of others. But now you are like, I deserve it. I have this knowledge. I have the skill. I have done this. So I definitely deserve this. And this self confidence is radiating all around you. And that's why people are, looking at you in awe. Some, like I said, some people find you very inspiring for what you have gone through. And you also got the tree of life, which came out the second time in this reading today. I'm really curious because this card came out earlier. I just want to draw another card from this deck. I don't know why. Suddenly I'm feeling like, oh, let me see if there's something else. What is this extra thing for my option 3 viewers? Thank you, Spirit. So I took another card. Okay. So you need to learn how to establish healthy boundaries, okay? So you got boundaries. So, but the other message I'm getting, oh my God, guys, this is so even though it says boundaries, you see, if you see the image, this person finally has the guts, the courage to cross over a wall and experience the world outside. Oh my God, this is so deep. So with the tree of life, I was getting like major ancestral blockage vibe, which I was talking about in another option too. But what is happening for you in this option is like, not only are you releasing the ancestral karma, but you are going one step forward. What they even didn't imagine of doing, you are breaking limitations. Okay, on one hand, you are making sure that, okay, you have healthy boundaries, nobody, violates anything, but at the same time, you are breaking the box. Definitely breaking walls, and daring to experience the unknown, because your soul is craving for it. So it's like a major upgrade happening for you. Okay, so please, if you can, connect to Archangel Shemuel as much as possible on YouTube. If you can find Archangel Shemuel meditation music, things like that, you can just listen to it and just internally pray to him, and thank him for giving you so much confidence. Okay, so much self-confidence, for igniting that fire in your belly. Okay, it's literally that fire in your belly which gives you confidence, courage, and you go ahead and try things anyway, instead of living like a safe life but with regrets. Oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. Okay, which is awesome. And the major blessing that you are receiving repeats what we already discussed, is a blessing for healing an injury or illness. for you guys, I'm sensing it could be your own physical health issue or the health issue of a near one or a loved one. You will definitely see again, because of your confidence, this other person's confidence is also increasing. This other person is also feeling optimistic, and with hope and action, positive action. When hope and positive action is combined, I feel like much progress can happen even when people don't expect it. And that is what is something happening for you with this full moon. Your hard work is definitely paying off, and you are like being upgraded to the next level in terms of your confidence, where you can now move mountains, okay? Figuratively. I don't know if someone literally wants to move mountain, but yeah, that is the idea, okay? And it just does not have to be in one aspect of your life. It can be in all aspects of your life. That is the possibility. It can be in romance, it can be in your physical health, it can be in your workplace. Your newfound confidence is bringing lots of good results for you in all areas of your life. So it's a very super positive period, guys. So focus more on positive thinking, okay, and just pay gratitude to the divine, to your loved ones. Yeah, I think it's an awesome period that the full moon is bringing for you. So that's all I have, my dear Option 3 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to this channel Abundant Love if you haven't already. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed, lots and lots of love. Bye bye.